Hey gang, so today's another borrowed fidget review, and this time it is the Time Badge by GEEONE EDC. We're gonna open this up, we're gonna have a look at it, but the first thing we're gonna do is learn how to open it up. And it is not gonna be by smacking it on our hand the way we've been told to do it, because no one should ever do that to a fidget. It's the GEEONE EDC Time Badge. Let's go. Okay, so here is the GEEONE EDC Time Badge in stainless steel and brass with this star on it. Now, this thing is pretty cool. I mean, it's mechanical. It's got a clicker on it. Nothing happening though on the other side. Now, this is one thing that I have seen a lot of from people, is that taking this apart is kind of a terrifying experience, because there was a video that came out by, I believe, GEEONE EDC that showed that the way to get this off is to open your hand and smack it like until you break your hand or this pops off, because there is a magnet holding it down in the center post. Now, nobody should be doing that. That is a terrible way to take this off, because inside there are balls and springs that can go flying. And I know from the knocking pressure, I've seen, because this one has a star on it, but there are others with the 01 number on it, and I've seen those numbers even popping off. So here is the way you actually need to take this off for it to be safe, or at least this is the way I've figured out how to do it, and it's the only way I'm going to do it. First thing is, you want something with a nice blunt end. You don't want anything sharp when you're pushing in here, because we are going to be pushing up to the inside of the lid. So I got a blunt end, and then I have just this nice sort of flat edge, something really thin and small, but flat and as wide as possible. So with the Time Badge, when we open it up in here, if you look through the lanyard hole spacing, you can actually see the underside of this brass plate. And that is actually what we want to remove. And if you were to slap this 100 times till it popped off, this entire housing comes off. So all we want to do is rest it here, get in there, and push. And when we push, it's pushing up against the face. And then all we need is a little screwdriver to get under there. See how that end comes through? And that's it. And then we can comfortably lift this off. And that is all we're doing. The reason you can't just pop it and pull is because it'll crank it, it'll torque it too much, because this post is stuck in the middle. So there's no way to really just push and pop up. What you have to do is push, get underneath, and then pry it open a little bit. And that's why we use this flat screwdriver, just to give it a little bit of leverage. And then that's how you get at it. And it's really, really simple. And then we can see we've got our two balls, in this case, springs, and we can actually unscrew this if we want. And once we do that, we get access here. There we go. Because this piece, now I've noticed too, sometimes this will actually come loose a little bit. So if you ever find that it's loose, it's because it has, the threading has just, I don't know, sometimes these things just catch weird. And then once they're loose, you know, a little bit of Loctite or anything if it really bothers you. But that's it. This comes apart. You can see the little mechanism here. This little pin pushes on the clicker. Just like that. And then the thing is, we want this to be attached. So we just kind of turn the threads back. And I'm holding down the back here because that's the only way to make it tight, right? Like, brr. And that's it. And once that's done, just push it back down and we're set. So that is the clean and easy way I find to take this apart. I would never ever smack it on something until it pops off. Like that to me is just asking for something to go wrong or things to go flying. Don't do it that way. Just do it this way. Find something, pop it through there, and then just be gentle. You know, once you lift this up enough, then you get something wider inside and just kind of turn it and it'll pop right off, and that's it. Okay, gang, that was the 01 EDC Time Badge. Thanks for watching.